welcome to the alcohol workshop for Johnson & Wales Providence. The learning objectives for our presentation today. Our hope is by the end of this presentation, students will be able to know and understand the expectations of possessing alcohol on the Johnson & Wales Providence campus, recognize the effects alcohol has on the body, know and practice strategies for safely consuming alcohol, and recognize the on-campus resources available for alcohol-related emergencies. How can I have alcohol on campus? Well, first off, you need to be 21 plus by law. You have to have read and signed the alcohol agreement and returned it to your RDACGA. You need to complete this workshop and pass the attached quiz. You need to have a host sticker on your JWU ID. Please note that you still need to carry your legal ID with the proof of age along with your JWU ID at all times. And you need to live in an alcohol permitted space. These spaces are located in East Hall, West Hall, Snowden Hall, Harborside Village, Harborview, Xavier Hall, Imperial Hall, and Centennial House. The following are the rules and expectations for students who bring alcohol to campus. You cannot serve, sell, or provide alcohol to anyone under the age of 21. You cannot sell alcohol to anyone on university property. Consumption of alcohol is not permitted outdoors on university property, nor is it allowed in common spaces. Alcohol should only be stored by 21 plus approved students with host stickers in their personal fridges. Please note that in Harborside Village, alcohol should remain in the 21 plus approved students' room unless all students living in the apartment are 21 plus. And alcohol should not be stored in any public fridges, for example, community kitchens, lounges, etc. Alcohol can I possess on campus? Per the Guide to On-Campus Living, students may not possess more than 1 12-pack of beer, 16-ounce maximum per bottle or can, or no more than 1 12-pack of seltzers, malt beverages, 16-ounce maximum per bottle, or no more than 2 1-liter bottles of distilled alcohol, or no more than 2 750 milliliter bottles of wine. The following are prohibited activities involving alcohol. Alcohol-based games such as beer pong, quarters, and flip cup are not allowed. You cannot home brew from your residence hall. You cannot use grain alcohol. You cannot use alcohol bulk dispensers. These include kegs, funnels, and punches. And you cannot permit anyone who is noticeably over-intoxicated or abusing alcohol into your space. Please note we'll talk a little bit more about the signs of over-intoxication and alcohol abuse later in this presentation. Tell if someone is over-intoxicated. Someone who's over-intoxicated may exhibit the following signs: cold, clammy, or bluish skin, slow, irregular breathing, more than 10 seconds between breaths, vomiting, unconscious or unable to be woken up. If you believe someone needs assistance, please contact CS&S and/or a ResLife team member immediately. Don't forget, you can always call 911 as well if there is an emergency. Again, someone who is exhibiting signs of alcohol poisoning or overdose may have the following symptoms: cold, clammy, bluish skin, slow, irregular breathing, vomiting, and/or they may be unconscious. If you've come across someone in this condition, stay with the person and call for help. Substance abuse is a serious concern. If you have reason to believe a friend or a roommate may be exhibiting signs of substance abuse, please report that immediately. You can always express care and concern for the person by using I statements and connect their behavior with consequences. For example, I've noticed every time you drink, you get into fights with your roommate and you miss class. You can always refer your friends to counseling or contact a staff member to help with that reporting process. Please review the following graphic to learn more about how alcohol affects your body as you drink. Now, on this slide, we talk about BAC. BAC stands for blood alcohol content and is the measure of alcohol in a person's bloodstream. Alcohol is absorbed into the bloodstream through the lining of the stomach and the small intestine. If food is present, the rate of alcohol absorption is slowed. If no food is present, alcohol will be absorbed immediately. Blood carries alcohol to the brain within minutes. As BAC builds, judgment, emotional responses, and motor coordination are impaired. At low doses, alcohol temporarily increases heart rate, creating a mildly stimulating effect. The liver filters alcohol from the bloodstream at a constant rate of about 1 drink per hour. When alcohol is consumed at a faster rate, the liver cannot keep up and the BAC continues to rise. Alcohol is a depressant drug that slows down the central nervous system. If enough alcohol is present, the brain will shut down the central nervous system, possibly leading to coma or death. We previously discussed your body can process about 1 alcoholic beverage per hour. The legal limit to drive is a 0.08 blood alcohol content. When your BAC reaches 0.12, coordination and mental judgment are impaired. When BAC reaches 0.2, people appear intoxicated. They have lost significant motor control and mental function. When BAC exceeds 0.3, people lose consciousness and their central nervous system becomes depressed. Higher levels are associated with alcohol poisoning and death. Following your self-protective strategies for consuming alcohol. It's always a good idea to set a drinking limit. This can be near BAC of 0.05 or stick to 4 or fewer standard drinks. For a definition of what a standard drink is considered, please see the graphic on the screen. Eat before and while you are drinking. Avoid drinking games. As a reminder, drinking games are not permitted on campus. Keep track and pace the amount of drinks you're having. Use a designated driver. If you plan on driving, do not drink. Stick to one type of alcohol. And keep in mind, regardless of the situation you're in, it is always okay to choose to not drink alcohol, even if others around you are doing it. Following are ways that you can protect those around you when consuming alcohol. Always provide guests with non-alcoholic drinks and food. Avoid pressuring others to drink, especially competitively and/or during drinking games. Once again, drinking games are not permitted on campus. Keep music at a low level enough that guests can talk to one another. Provide activities for guests that don't require drinking or drug use. Keep track of the number of people and who is underage. As a reminder, you cannot provide alcohol to those who are underage. Be comfortable asking people to leave or stop using substances. The following are important on-campus resources. Please feel free to pause the screen and take down any numbers and put them in your phone in case of emergency. Congratulations! This marks the end of the alcohol workshop. What do you still need to complete? Well, you need to complete the alcohol workshop quiz, read and sign your alcohol agreement and return it to your RD, AC, or GA, and receive your host sticker. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to a Res Life staff member. Have a great day!